Hello, Tribers. Welcome again to this, our very special edition of our time together. Like most of you here know, I just turned 50. Yeah, in fact, yesterday was my birthday, and it feels so good. I feel so happy and elated at this turning this milestone. And you really can't imagine how happy and how grateful to God I am. And I'll try to explain why. Sometime last year, no, not last year, I mean in 2020, the consciousness of the fact that my 50th birthday was fast approaching just hit me. And I started asking myself some questions. What will you say you have achieved in these last 50 years? Are you sure you made the best use of it? Can you account for these 50 years? Were you living out purpose? Have you wasted it? And continuing this train of thought, and also because of the craziness of 2020, this pushed me into a kind of panic mode, like what is officially known as midlife crisis. So I was there going out and coming back. Some days I'm up, some days I'm down, and it extended even until last year, 2021. From the first January 2021 to sometime in June, I was in this state of depression. I was in that state where I have this darkness of hopelessness hovering always all over me. It's every day. It's almost like I'm falling deeper into this dark pit, and I'm not seeing any way out. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, so many things were going on in my mind and in my life as it was at the time, and I was freaking out. Like, should I change career? Did I enter the wrong space? Was I chasing the wrong dream? Should I relocate? Am I in the wrong place? Will I do better in Canada and stuff like that? So, and God in his mercy, towards the second part of 2021, started showing me light. Light started breaking into this dark place I was existing in. I started receiving clarity. Scales were falling off my eyes. I was getting a better understanding of the direction I'm taking. I was having a better understanding of my journey so far, everything that has happened in my past, my growing up, my childhood, where I am today, what brought me where I am, how much have I been able to impact the people around me, and even begin to celebrate my little successes and victories which I've had in the past, which I almost got to the point where they didn't even matter or count, And look at me today that I've actually turned 50. I am feeling so happy. I am feeling so in control of my life. I am feeling so sure of my step. Why? Because God gifted me with the gift of hope, with the gift of vision, with the gift of direction. I tell you, it's a good place to be. For that, I am so grateful. Because of that life, because of that mercy of God, I am here with you today, sharing this special moment with you, my people, my tribe. I would rather be here than anywhere else in the world. I would rather be doing this than any other thing in the world, hanging out with you, sharing my life with you, sharing my day, my special day with you. Thank you, my people, for being part of this journey. For in discovering you, I've discovered me. Thank you for gifting me with your attention, with your time, with your prayers, with your trust. I am so grateful for you, my Maze tribe. Thank you for being in my world and allowing me into your world. And on top of all this major blessing, I have been looking at my life and counting my blessings, and I'm realizing how rich, how blessed I am. I have the gift of a family that loves me, that wants me, that appreciates me. My husband thinks I'm the best thing that has happened since sliced bread. My children love me. They are proud of me. They are happy to call me mother. And they tell me, I am so grateful. I have the love and security of a family that love me. People I can call on and depend on. People that know me so well, know my weaknesses, my shortcomings, but they still love me anyhow. They still love me anyways. The gift of friendship. I have solid friends. People who have been there through thick and thin. People who have given me of their lives, of their time, of their resources, of their talent, of their wisdom. People have been, some of them are new, some of them have been part of my life from as long as I can remember. People I know that I can count on their loyalty. People that I know that have my back. People that I know that fight for me even behind my back, battles I might never ever know about. It's a gift I am grateful for. Thank you for my friends that have been part of my journey so far and the ones that are also continuing with me. I am grateful for the kind of mentors, the shapers, the people who have contributed in my life, women who have inspired me, men who have spoken into my life, pastors, my pastor, my house fellowship community, my cell group, everybody that has been part of my life and is still giving. I am so grateful. The gift of health. I am healthy. I can eat what I want, sleep when I want to sleep, wake up when I want to wake up, go where I want to go to without being carried. It's a blessing I don't take for granted. I have the gift of youthfulness that I'm so grateful. It's all by God's mercy, because if you talk about beauty routine, I have none, zero. I don't observe any of that. The beauty trick that I know is also based around good old soap and water. When they ask what is your beauty routine, I have none. In fact, it's ironic. When I was younger, I actually thought I needed those things. You have this one, you have this cream for the eye, and this cream for this part of neck, and this cream for. But getting older and understanding God's blessing in my life, who have promised me that He will keep renewing my youth, and I took that into my system, I realized that the only beauty routine that I needed is soap and water. Make sure you don't go to bed with your makeup on, and wear as less makeup as you can, as less often as possible. Eat fruits and vegetables. Eat as natural as possible and you can afford. Drink water. Rest. Pace your life. And above all, peace of mind. Always endeavor to create the atmosphere of peace around you with the people in your life. Stay away from toxic relationships. Stay away from things that pull at you. Cut out things on them. I realize these are the best, that these simple tricks will always get your skin to radiate. I'm talking about youthfulness. I remember sometime last year, I and my daughter, 10-year-old daughter, we are talking about my fast approaching forthcoming 50th birthday. And I was telling her, you see, even though I'm almost 50, that I actually feel 25. I said feel. This young lady looked at me in a strange way and was like, "Mommy, please don't stretch it. Yes, we know you look young, but please, it's not that young." And I said, okay. So how young do you think I look in your own informed estimation? She said, you look at least 35. Mind you, I did not say I look. I say I feel young. I said, okay, I'll take it. Then as if that wasn't enough, she called out to her brother, UJ, please come. UJ ran in. But like, hear what mommy is saying, that she looks 25. That one again turned at me and looked, "Mommy, please don't over-flatter yourself. You look young, but really not that young." You seen her ask, "So how young do you think she looks?" He looked at me. That one is the nicer one. He said, "At least 30. I will take it." Because truly, To be 50 and look 30 is not that shabby. It's a gift that one has to be grateful for. But really, I'm talking about the energy, the ability to jump out of bed with excitement, the ability to do everything I want to do and not be, because I work with younger people. Most times I outwork them. Most times I outwork them. I stay ahead. By the time they are, and I recognize this to be His mercy, because it's not like I do anything special. It's just His mercy and His hand that is upon me. And because He knows that I still need this energy for where He's taking me to, for the things He has laid ahead of me, I still need this energy to be able to minister and cater to you, my tribe. So He allows me to feel that youthful. He allows me to have that amount of energy, even at 50. For that, I am grateful. And look at the way I am just dropping beauty tips for free. I'm in a giving mood. It's my 50. Your girl is golden. May is golden. Whoosh. Oh, God. And another thing about this turning 50, years before now, when I think of my 50th birthday, I'm telling myself I'm going to throw the meanest party. I'm going to paint the city red. After all, it's not easy to be 50. I mean, half a century. But you see, naturally though, I'm not a party person. I don't like parties. I don't like going to them. I don't like hosting them, large parties. I don't. My ideal way to celebrate is always to have few family and friends together in the house, cook for them, we eat, we get silly, we laugh, and whatever it is, that's how the best way I know how to celebrate, the comfortable way I know how to celebrate, by cooking and feeding people and just being free and around the people that are my close network. But I said for this milestone, I was going to make some exceptions. I'm going to throw the party and all that. But here I am 50. That really is the last thing at the back of my mind. What I want to do is just to come and have this conversation, to tell you about the next thing, where we are going and stuff like that. But you see, let me put it out here now. 2022 is my birthday, my 50th birthday year. So from now till the end of the year, I can still throw parties. So still be open. If you receive my invitation on the 1st of August or 30th of December, so long as it's still within 2022, please put on your best outfit. Wear that heel. Apply that lipstick. Make that hair. Beat that face. And come and rock with your golden girl. But until then, let's focus. So on this special day, I want to make one or two announcements concerning the name for for this conversation that we have been going off and on. We are doing Girls Talk now. Having taken our time to meditate on what we are doing and listening to what people have to say, some of the things people say to me or write to me, I've decided that from now going forward, we are going to call this time out the Woman Advantage Talk Time. The Woman Advantage Talk Time. And this is why. The things we are going to be doing from here and other activities that are going to come out from here is going to look at the advantage of the woman from two different perspectives. One, the advantage you have because you are a woman. The advantage that is unique to us as women, because we shouldn't see being a woman as a disadvantage. We shouldn't allow ourselves to slip into the victim mentality, because there's the risk of that. There's the danger. We stand in the danger of that, with so many things happening in our favor, with so many organizations springing up trying to speak for us, so many voices, so many changes being made towards accommodating us. It will be easy for us to slip into this space of entitlement. So you entered into a place, you are looking at anybody, get up, make space, I'm a woman. So it will no longer be because I qualify now, or because I've worked for it, but because I'm a woman, that's all you need to bring to the table. No, there are things that we have. Everything about us is to our advantage. Being a woman is a place of strength. The way we are framed, the way we express emotions, the way we talk, the way we see things, the way we react can all be advantage to us. Our nurturing nature, our intuitive nature, our multitasking nature, these are all the advantage we have that we should begin to consciously call upon and stop looking at our place as we need help. So the things we are going to do here will open up our eyes to what these advantages are that we have and how to use them. The other aspect of that is also the advantage that we offer the world because we are women. The advantage we bring to the table, because the truth is this: the humanity can never ever attain its full potential if the woman and the advantage she has to offer is shut out of the system. Which also brings me back to that Jumoke's definition or interpretation of for it's not good for a man to be alone. That what women carry, the value God has deposited inside of us, is needed at the table for society to be whole, for our communities to be whole, for our nations to stand. What we have to offer, the advantage we bring to the table, must be recognized and valued and accepted and called on by the society. But we also need to know this and live with that intentionality. We see things differently from the men, and it's by design. God has put the different aspect of him in the different version, in the two versions of humanity, of man, the man and the woman. So we need to each one another. We need to come together. We need the woman to be fully brought to the table of decision, to the table of activities, for us to be able to manifest fully the gold, the treasures we carry in this our frailty, in this our cute, shapely bodies. So everything we are going to be talking about, the topics we are going to be dealing on, everything will always push us to that place that makes it evident both to us and to our world the advantage that we have and the advantage we have to offer. Everything about us is an advantage. The way we talk, even our tears, the ability to cry. You think it's easy to cry. I personally, for years, growing up, couldn't cry. As a child, I experienced a depth of emotional trauma that I sealed up. The way I handled it was seal up my emotions. I don't cry. I remember in secondary school, cry. I would just go to somewhere private and try to cry and try to remember certain things to cry. Tears will not come. I actually started being able to cry when I got saved, when Jesus broke me and mended my heart and softened me. That was when I was in the university. That was in my late 20s. So when I came to Lagos and any little thing, like now, you just do boom, tears will just run down. Please leave me, just let me cry. It's a gift. My friend will say, you cry too much every morning. In my mind, I say, you have no idea. And my husband will say, you cry at the initial time of an initial stage of life. You cry everything. You are so emotional. I was expressing that gift of tears. It's a gift. So it depends on how you see who you are and what you have. People can want to define your greatest gift as a curse. Don't let them. People can want to describe your best attribute as a disadvantage. Your femininity is your strength. Don't try to be a man. It will be to our disadvantage if we want to play in life the same way that men do. It will be to our disadvantage. We are playing ourselves. We must come to the table fully as women and deliver what we have fully as women. We don't have to talk like men, act like men, be kings, and it's okay if you want to answer kingship, but being a queen is also good. So the things we are going to handle here, having thought about it in this perspective, so I decided that it will be the woman advantage will be more very descriptive of what we do. So at first glance, you have an idea of what these conversations is about. And another thing, the second thing I want to bring to our notice is something based on what my in-house consultant on male affairs brought to my notice. We have said that we don't want men in our community, that this is strictly a woman community, that want men. But my husband was suggesting that most times that we assume that men know women or our needs, that many men don't, that this kind of community or platform will allow them a glance, a peep into the unique and special world of the woman, to understand better our needs, our pains, our strengths, our aspirations. And it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense that I actually also started reconsidering. But now what I'm thinking is for the Facebook group, now we might still leave it for just female, because this is here so that we'll be able to, it will be a space that allows women to be vulnerable enough to ask personal questions, private questions, share their personal experiences without the fear of being judged or being misunderstood by their husbands or friends or brothers or betrothed that might be in the group, that so that they'll be free to have this vulnerable moments and intimate moments with one another and be able to draw off one another. So, but like we know, we share these videos on YouTube. So the YouTube and other platforms that can come up also will now be open to our husbands, the men in our lives. So what we can do, we can actively begin to share these links outside of the community. Share the YouTube links outside of, in groups, even make groups where our husbands gather, other women gather, and they can also, that place is also can be interactive. They can, and other things that are going to come out of here. There are still so many events and activities that are going to come out. Most of them will be out there on our YouTube channel, Mace Tribe TV. So people are free to subscribe, people are free to watch, but I will still live here as a female community. But I want to hear what you have to your own side to it, your own opinion. Should we leave it open for men, or should we close it and leave it for women, and why? Let's hear from you and what you have to say. Before I round off, I want to say thank you so much for being part of this journey so far. And I promise you, there's so much ahead of us. There's so much. See, we are starting a movement. I can tell you that. Because I know what I see in my spirit. I know what I see in my heart. We are starting a movement. So it's a privilege to have you as part of our founding members, that you will help to tell people how we started. This thing is going to catch fire. The message, the vision is going to catch fire, and it's going to change our world. It's going to contribute in redesigning and reshaping our world, because the place where we stand as women is a very decisive place. It's a very crucial position in the affairs of the world today. So as we learn to do this, a whole lot of things are going to come up, events, things that as God opens it up to us, we'll share and we'll make plans, and also start preparing your mind to be actively part of the different subgroups and different things that are going to come up wherever your strength is and your expertise. Please don't hold it. Let's help in building one another up, and by extension in building our nations, in building our communities, in building our families. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again next Sunday. I'm going to see you again next week. Until then, don't forget to always strive to be the best of who you can ever be. Stay blessed and see you again next week. Bye.